is Arya. I live in the beautiful island of Sri Lanka. We can see the world advancing really fast, and Sri Lanka is doing its best to catch up as well. One day, we will have to do our bit to help our country develop too. We learned in school that true development means not only economic, but social and ecological well-being too. But it's a complex concept for our mind. When we travel around the country, I see many development projects. The new bridge they're building over the Kelani River is one of those projects. There are lots of people, workers and engineers at the site, alongside giant cranes to move things around. It's like a little city of iron monsters. I was so fascinated by what I saw from the outside, and I wanted to know how it was done on the inside. So, I asked Tati to take me there. Tati, stop, stop! Tati, stop! Hi, my name is Arya. I'd really like to see what you all are doing here. It looks really interesting from the outside.
Hi Arya, we will show you, but safety first.
There's already a bridge built crossing the river. So how come you decided to build another bridge at the same place?
After the airport expressway opened, the traffic congestion here got quite bad. So RBA requested the assistance of Japan and the JICA to find a solution. After joint study on traffic situation and environmental and social considerations, we have come up with this solution, that is construction of an elevated bridge with approaches. So we believe that it will relieve the traffic congestion here significantly as it distributes the traffic optimally.
You can see all the vehicles coming from the Katmai Expressway towards the Colombo city going through this new bridge and connected to the Udugodwada junction. In this area there are so many container terminals. All the containers with goods coming from the Colombo port and these terminals and the Katmai Expressway will find their destination through this bridge with a short period of time.
Oh, I see. That seems a smart idea. So, who is JICA?
Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, is the organization that provides financial and technical assistance to Sri Lanka through official development assistance of Japan. JICA's loans are used for large scale of infrastructure like bridge, highway, airport, water supply, and power sector in Sri Lanka.
Just like us, the people of Japan are also very conscious about the environmental and social impacts of development projects. So, in order to make sure there are no harmful impacts, JICA has a set of safeguards which must be followed in all the projects that we finance. To make sure those safeguards can be properly followed, JICA gives additional technical support as well. This is what the people of Japan expect from JICA as a development partner to Sri Lanka.
Oh, that's good. I think there are a lot of environmental problems in this area.
One of the first things we do before even deciding on a project like this is to do an EIA, an environmental impact assessment. If we find any potential bad impacts, then we have to find ways to mitigate those, and then if possible find ways to expand on the good impacts.
Oh, I see. So, did you find any bad impacts?
In this case, the area was already polluted. The river was polluted, effluents and discharges from the factories and houses on the river bank. The pollution was high due to high traffic congestion in this area. The EIA looked at that ways new bridge would not add to that, and also restore as much as possible the damages already done.
If you look at the bridge design itself, you can see unlike the older bridge, there are no piers in the water. You can see the piers only at the river banks. So we have not made any obstruction to the water flow. If you see the older bridge, you can see the debris from the upstream collected around the piers. If you don't remove them immediately, the more and more debris will collect around the piers and that will obstruct the water flow. That will not happen with the new bridge.
Oh, I see. So if the bridge is going to reduce traffic, that itself should reduce the air pollution around here, right?
Yes, that's right. Once the bridge is operation, there is no any traffic condition here. So air quality of this area gradually would increase.
Didn't you have to cut down some trees to build this bridge?
Yes, unfortunately we had to. But for every tree cuts, we are planting 2 replacement trees of same species around here.
Trees in the flood retention area. Earlier this area was not plant and natural vegetation here. That's badly affect to the survival of the animals and birds. And now you can see the gradually grow the plant and grasses that help to come back to the animals and birds and survive there.
Another very important aspect of this project is the resettlement scheme. There were 2 big government buildings which had to be relocated. Then in addition, there were about 320 families who used to be living here, occupying the river reservation. They had to be displaced in order to make way for the bridge as well.
But haven't they been living here for a long time?
Yes, that's right. So according to JICA safeguard policies, they have to be provided with alternate housing even if they didn't own their properties. Even otherwise, the idea of a development project is to improve the quality of life of as many people as possible. So for us, helping these people to have a better life was as important as building the bridge.
So you mean to say they are now leading a better and safer life, protected against the floods?
මම ශානිකා. මම සාලමුල්ල යෞවන සමාජයේ සභාපති. මම කලින් ජීවත් වෙලා හිටියේ මේ ප්‍රදේශයේ. අපේ ගෙවල් ඉවත් කරලා තමයි මේ පාලම හදලා තියෙන්නේ. මාත් එක්ක ජීවත් වෙලා හිටපු පවුල් 320ක් අද ලක්සඳ සෙවණ ජීවත් වෙලා ඉන්නවා. රටට අලුත් පාලමක් ලැබුණා වගේම අපට අලුත් ජීවිතයක් ලැබුණා.
මේ ස්ථානයේ ඉදි කරලා තිබුණු නිවාස විධිමත් ආකාරයෙන් ඉදි කරලා තිබුණ නැහැ. ඒවා ඉදි කරලා තිබුණේ කුඩා පල්පත් ආකාරයෙන්. ඒ නිසා මේ නිවාස ආශ්‍රිතව විශාල ගැටලු තිබුණා. මේ නිවාසවල අඩුපාඩු තිබුණා. මේ නිවාසීමයන්ට තමන්ගේ මූලික අවශ්‍යතාවය පවා ඉටු කරගන්න බැරි තත්ත්වයක් තිබුණේ. ඔවුන්ගේ සනීපාරක්ෂ අවශ්‍යතාවය පවා ඉටු කරගන්න බැරි තත්ත්වයක් තිබුණේ. වැහි කාලවලදී මේ නිවාස ජලයෙන් යට වෙනවා. ඒ ජලයෙන් යට වුණු නිවාසවල සිට නිවසියන් තමන්ගේ දූ දරුවන් රැගෙන මේ පාරට යනවා. මේ පාරට ගිහිල්ලා කූඩාරම් ගහගෙන වතුර බැහැලා යනකම් ඒ කූඩාරම් වල තමයි ඉන්නේ.
අපේ නිවාස ව්‍යාපෘතිය හදලා තියෙන්නේ අපි කලින් හිටපු තැන් වලට ළඟ නිසාත් අපිට පරණ පිරුදු ඉස්කෝලවල් වලටම යන්න පුළුවන් වුණා.
මේ අය ඉස්සර ඉඳලම ජීවත් වුණේ කුලී රස්සාවේ. හැබැයි මේ ජීවත් වෙච්ච වටපිටාව සමාජ තත්ත්වයත් එක්ක කුලී රස්සාවක් හොයාගන්න එකත් ලේසි වුණේ නැහැ. ඒකින්ද අමාරුවෙන් ජීවත් වුණේ. ඒ වගේම සාලමුල්ල නිවාස සංකීර්ණයට යන්න ලෑස්ති වෙද්දී මේ අයගේ පොඩි අකමැත්තක් ඒකට තිබුණා. නමුත් සාලමුල්ල නිවාස සංකීර්ණයට ගියාට පස්සේ මේ අයට තේරුණා අපේ ජීවිත වෙනස් වෙන්න පටන් ගත්තේ මෙතනින් කියලා. අපේ ජීවිතවලට නව ආලෝකයක් ලැබෙන්නේ මෙතනින් කියලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට තේරුණා. ඒගොල්ලන්ට අංග සම්පූර්ණ පහසුකම් එක්ක නිවාසයක්, එතකොට දරුවන්ගේ අධ්‍යාපනය, දරුවන්ගේ සෞඛ්‍ය මේ හැම දෙයක්ම පහසුකම් සහිතව ඒ දේවල් ලැබෙද්දී Taman ජීවත් වෙච්ච නැත් එක්ක අපි කොච්චර හොඳ තැනකද ඉන්නේ කියලා හිතලා අලුතෙන් හිතන්න පටන් අරගෙන අලුත් ජීවිතයක් මේගොල්ලන් ආරම්භ කළා සාලමුල්ල නිවාස සංකීර්ණයේදී.
முன்பு போல இப்பொழுது எங்களுக்கு எந்த பயமும் இல்லை. எங்கள் பெற்றோர்கள் உறவினர்கள் எங்கள் கூடவே சந்தோஷமாக உள்ளார்கள். மழை பெய்யும் போது வெள்ளம் வந்து எங்களது வாழ்க்கைக்கு தொந்தரவு தரும் என்று இப்போது எந்த பயமுமே இல்லை.
මේ කාන්තාවන්ට නිශ්චිත රැකියාවක් තිබුණේ නැහැ. මේ අය කරේ අවිධිවත් සහ తాවකාලික රැකියාව. නමුත් මොවුන්ට රැකියාවක් කරන්න තමන්ගේම කියලා රැකියාවක් කරන්න කැමැත්තක් තිබුණා. හැකියාවක් තිබුණා. අපි ඒ හැකියාව නඳුනගත්තා. ඔවුන්ට අලුත් ගෙවල් අපි ලබා දෙනකොට ඔවුන්ගේම කියලා ස්වයං රැකියාවක් කරන්න අපේම කියලා සම්පත්දායකීන් අපි යොදාගෙන ඔවුන්ට පුහුණු පාඨමාලා හඳුන්වා දුන්නා.
எங்களுடைய குழந்தைகள் மிகவும் திறமைசாலிகள். முன்பிருந்த வீட்டில் இருக்கும் பொழுது அவர்களுடைய கல்வி முறையை மேற்கொள்வதற்குரிய வசதிகளும் எங்களுக்கு இருக்கவில்லை. அவர்களுடைய மேற்கொண்டிருக்கும் திறமைகளை வெளிக்காட்டவும் எங்களுக்கு சரியான சந்தர்ப்பம் அமையவில்லை. லக்சந்த செவனவுக்கு சென்ற பின் பெண்களுக்கான பாதணிகள் செய்யவும் பூந்தி, முறுக்கு, மிக்சர் போன்ற உணவுகள் தயாரிக்கவும் எங்களுக்கு பயிற்சிகள் கிடைத்தது. அதே போல தேவையான அறிவுரைகளும் வழங்கப்பட்டது. வீட்டில் இருந்து கொண்டே என்னுடைய வேலைகளை செய்து கொண்டு பாதணிகள் செய்யவும் உணவுகள் தயாரிக்கவும் இப்பொழுது நிறைய நேரம் எனக்கு கிடைக்கின்றது. அதேபோல் எங்களுடைய வேலைகளை திட்டமிட்டு சரியான முறையில் இப்பொழுது செய்து கொள்கின்றோம். எங்களுக்கு நிறைய வசதிகள் கிடைத்திருக்கின்றன. அதே போல் எங்களுக்கு இருந்த நிறைய பிரச்சனைகளுக்கான தீர்வுகளும் கிடைத்திருக்கின்றது.
புதிய கெலனி பாலம் அமையும் முறையை நாங்கள் நாளுக்கு நாள் பார்த்து கொண்டிருந்தோம். நான் இணையதளம் மூலம் இது பற்றிய தகவல்களை அறிந்து கொண்டேன். இது ஒரு புதுமையான தொழில்நுட்பம். நான் தொழில்நுட்பத் துறைக்கு மிகவும் விருப்பம். எனக்கு ஆசையாக உள்ளது இது பற்றிய தகவல்களை இன்னும் அறிந்து கொள்ள. அப்போதுதான் ஒரு நாள் இது பற்றிய அறிவை தெரிந்து கொள்ள முடியும்.
Please follow me. Do you know this is first time to build this type of bridge in Sri Lanka? This is called extra-dosed bridge and design pioneered in Japan. The world first extra-dosed bridge is Odawara Blueway Bridge, which is also located in Japan. As you can see, the feature of this bridge, these yellow color cables, the cable pressed outside can efficiently to transfer the force and optimize the design of longer span cables. At first, we make the two pier at the both sides of river, and across the bridge, across the river, we use casting to cantilever method with foam traveler. At the end, we close the bridge at the middle.
Oh yes, I was following how the two sides were coming together and they met up every day as I was traveling along this way.
And it is built with pre-stressed concrete, allowing the bridge to become strengthened when in use. So when the vehicles are moving along the bridge, the structure becomes stronger. It is built with heavy loads in mind.
Was our blending method for soft ground treatment and for rapid construction at expressway bypass. You know, it's first in Sri Lanka.
Wow, all these amazing techniques, and now Sri Lankan engineers have learnt them too.
Well, I'll tell you a lot more fascinating things about this bridge. Have you noticed underneath the steel box? Those are called box girders. Those are fabricated overseas factories and brought them over, erected at site. And the special thing is those are erected especially in the night time for minimum disturbance to traffic.
Another advantage of using steel box girder is that it helps us optimize the time and space. As you know, that this area is quite busy with continuous flow of traffic and building all around. Thus, ground activities were minimized.
Best thing, we are very impressed with the technical staff from your country. They are very good. Okay, I'll give you one example. Did you know that our box girder module is different from each other? Therefore, it's very important to fabricate the box girder to the accurate dimensions. And our staff fitted perfectly to the and when they assembly this bridge.
Yes.
It's not easy thing.
Arya, this looks like one big structure, but in fact there are two separate sections. One is the steel bridge section and the other is the concrete bridge sections. Both these sections use new technology never used before in Sri Lanka.
So we have to use good expert express technology company. So there are two structures, but after combine
that one will be one bridge. It means we have to finish this project at the same time. But this project start each one different time started. So we have to manage under the construction time with contractor and completion time we control.
We were also very impressed with the safety protocols practiced by both these contractors. The objective was to minimize any damages or injuries to working personnel or the public. Especially in this project where we are constructing at higher elevation and on top of a heavily used road section, this was a very critical issue. We are very happy to say that apart from some minor injuries, there were no fatal accidents occurred during the construction.
Wow, this project is so much different than all the other projects I've seen in Colombo. I hope all the Sri Lankan engineers have learned from the new technologies that the Japanese engineers have taught us.
Yeah, Arya. Both consultant and the contractor involves Sri Lankan staff, so that international experience as well as their knowledge and the technology directly transferred to the Sri Lankan staff.
And especially in the extra dosed bridge section, the contractor is a joint venture between a Japanese and a Sri Lankan company. And also because of that, they were able to offer a very competitive price on the contract. Okay, Arya, there is also a very special person who would like to talk to you. Come.
Hi, Arya. We are very happy to see the young Sri Lankan minds exploring the technology at work. It is very good to see that the technology transfer and the economy in the project were achieved through a hard work and a very good collaboration between Japanese and Sri Lankan companies. Actually, this is one of our main objectives of our loan, to achieve such synergy and to create a win-win situation for the both countries with just one single common goal in mind.
Wow, thank you so much. All of you have taught me so much that I didn't know about. And this bridge is so much more complicated than I ever imagined. It can't have been easy running a project with so many people to take care of and so many things as well. How did you manage to do it?
Yes, Arya, you are correct. The project is complex, so that project director has to organize, coordinate every task to achieve the goals.
So who is the project director? So it's you who's in charge of this awesome project?
Yes, my dear.
I saw a few lady engineers at the site, but I never thought that a lady could be the project director.
But in this country, people think like that. But actually now you will see, people think women are less responsible for that. It is not true. They can do employee engineering jobs, technical jobs, handle this type of projects. That is obvious they can do it. What is your name, my dear?
My name's Arya.
Beautiful name like you. You know, first Prime Minister in the world elected from this country. But people think women cannot come up to that potential. But for me, I have to work very hard. I have to face many challenges, come to this position. But we need to have some sort of determination for that one. You know, Arya, in this site also, there are less women are working here. But those who are working here, they are doing excellent job. But most of the women think they are not suitable for the technical jobs, engineering jobs like that. But it's not true. Now this is highly technically complex. So as a project director, I have to be very familiar with new technology and how to take the technical decisions. But equally, I have to be understanding and kind to take human decisions on the matters like resettlement work. Now for the resettlement work, now we have to think about the human point of view. And also now a project like this cannot be successful if we don't get support from the stakeholders at every level, from at the beginning, from at the middle, from at the end. We need all the stakeholders' support. Government agencies, utility agencies, and even from the general public who are affected by the construction. Of course, not only them, actually I have to get coordination and I need support from the project staff and from Road Development Authority, higher management and politicians and the contractors and the consultants and even from the JICA. It is not very easy task coordinating everybody and all bringing them in towards the one goal. For me, it was very big challenge, but that was the biggest achievement through this project. It would be very amazing to see more women taking up similar roles like me in careers and industries where we don't see many women today.
When I grow up, I want to be an engineer, just like you.
You can do it, and you can do far better than me. Excellent, nice to hear you. Very nice. Arya, this bridge would be the symbol of equity and equality. This bridge would be the gateway to Colombo. Let's go.
I know now that there are a lot of people who work really hard to make our country a better place. I want to become one of those people and contribute to responsible development. Development that not only takes care of people's needs, but of animals and plants as well. Development that bridges differences and brings equity. Development that protects the environment and the planet Earth. Development that brings a smile to everyone's face.